Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm here with another get ready with me. I don't really know, well I sort of have a plan what I want to do. I've been thinking about this for a long time. I've been sitting here for about an hour not really knowing what I wanted to do, but I think I figured it out. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just gonna put on makeup and chat with you guys because that's what I like to do. I have my Christmas cat mug here with my warm water because I love warm water. I know some people think that's crazy, but I just love it. It is very, very gloomy outside today. It's like 9:30 right now and it feels like, I mean, 7 o'clock, like the world has just woken up. Or not even. I have my Christmas tree lights on. That's behind the plant. Can you see it? Also, don't mind the mess that is on our table. Yeah, just keeping it real here. So I'm gonna use my Panna palette. That is gonna be my Panna palette for 2025. I built this with ColourPop singles. If you have not seen that video, I will link it. Mine currently looks like this. So I did, is that gonna be a spoiler? I don't know. I did hit a pan in this shadow right here. I re-hit pan in this. I don't really know, excuse me, if that was in the video or not, but I have been using it here and there to kind of get a feel for it, if it is really a color story that I love. And so far, I have been loving this. I can do a simple neutral look. I can do something with greens. I did a look with these shadows yesterday. I'm normally not a cool toned purpley person, but the look that this makes, I love it. So I was debating on doing that again, but I think I will do that again tomorrow for the office. Right now, I want to dip into the greens. So I have some Pamela's eyeshadow shadows. Pamela's eyeshadow shadows that could work with these greens. So I think that is the plan. I have already primed my eyelids. I'm gonna zoom you in. Well, let's just do a little bit more because it's not really about the makeup. It's more so the process of I'm doing my makeup and I'm chatting to you guys. I hope that that's okay. I hope that you guys like it, but I've gotten quite a few good responses to my other Get Ready With Me's that I really appreciate. So last Get Ready With Me was a little bit of a Debbie Downer. Not gonna lie, I was talking about, I was gonna look into this to do my shadow. Yeah, that's not gonna work, babe. A mirror would be better. So the last Get Ready With Me, I talked about feeling blue, like feeling a little bit down, and feeling frustrated with work, with society, I guess, as a whole, like the work-life balance. And I've not come down from that horse yet. I feel like maybe it's also the time of year, like the days are very dark and gloomy, so that doesn't help my mental health, obviously, I guess. Like sunshine, don't underestimate the power of sunshine because that lifts my spirits so much, and we have not really been getting that a whole lot. But also there's just been some things happening at work and it's just not been fun. So I worked at this job since 2022 and I've made the switch. I don't know if you've ever seen my ever first Get Ready With Me. I made the switch to this job because of health reasons. I have a lot of pain on a day-to-day basis with my in my hip and my back. I had surgery for that, and coming out of that surgery and like recovering for 8 months, I realized that going back and working at the stables where I was up on my feet all day long running around wasn't gonna be an option for me anymore. So I looked for a different job. I was like, I just need to sit in an office, and that way the pain can be minimized, and hopefully like the work environment will also be better, because that wasn't great at my previous job. So I found my current job and I really liked it. It was a good environment. I had my employer, is that the word, was nice. I had like, and this sounds really stupid maybe for a lot of people, but this was like an eye-opener for me. I had no trouble asking days off. Like, I would just say, hey, I need that day off. Can I get it off? And it was like, yeah, sure. Which that wasn't the case at my previous job. Like, that was always a struggle. Why do you want to have the day off? Make sure there's someone to cover for you. If I was sick, I needed to get someone to cover for me, which is crazy. Like, a lot of other things happened there that should have been major red flags, and like, I was just young and naive, I guess. So I stayed there for way too long. I can say that now, looking back on it. I stayed for way too long. But anyway, I escaped that and I got my current job, and that was all fun until, well, a while back there was some what do I call this? There was just some trouble in the office. There were two people who weren't really getting along that great, and they couldn't resolve the matter. So the vibe in the whole office wasn't the nicest. Like, I was in between two people, well, not really fighting, but having arguments daily. Luckily, I'm only in the office for 3 days, so that really helped, but it was not fun. I'm, by the way, going in with this gold shadow from the Juvia's Place Magic Mini Palette, because that's a Pando's eyeshadow shade. I'm gonna lay that down as a base. So that wasn't nice to go to the office and know that there were gonna be two people who would most likely end up in an argument every day. So finally the decision comes through that one of them is gonna leave, and like, I have very slight hope, is that good? Very tiny bit of hope that the overall environment will calm down and be a little bit better. But it definitely took a toll on all of the other people working there as well. Like, we're a small team, but two people not getting along big time didn't really help for the overall feel of the other people working there. So now we're all just kind of not super motivated and kind of, well, curious what's gonna happen, but also a little bit hesitant if it's gonna become better or not. But like, we're not sure. And then on top of that, obviously the person leaving, their work has to be done, and we're on the hunt for like a new person to come work, but it has proven to be quite a challenge. Although I feel like we just started that search for someone new too late as well, which is just stupid, but like I'm not in charge there, so that is not my call. But in the meantime, it was like, okay, so this other person can take over your work. And we were all like, okay, well, I guess we'll see what happens. And then now we've come to the realization that that person is not qualified enough to do that. And I am the person that's gonna have to take over that work. Now, mind you, the person that's leaving worked for 40 hours a week. I work 24. And I have other things that I have to do when I'm at work. So I don't know how this is gonna end up working. But we will see. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's gonna happen. I try to not think about it that much, like just let's see what happens, and if shit hits the fan, it's not my problem. It's not my responsibility. It's just a job, and that's it. My life doesn't depend on if things go right or wrong, basically, with this job. But I do feel like it is like somewhere in the back of my mind really eating me up. Why is this happening again? I'm just trying to do my best. Like I'm doing my best, and then I feel like there's people taking advantage of that. And I don't know why. Why can't people be honest and open and have the best, like want the best for their employees? Because they are the ones that keep the business running in the end. I don't know. This is not really what I was gonna ramble about. I'm sorry. I've in the meantime put all the greens on my eyes. So I laid down that gold base for the more gold green that is in this palette, and I've put this like darker green in the middle of the lid. I think it works. I think it's kind of cute. So anyway, just regarding work, I don't know. And then I was watching the Get Ready With Me that Gabriella posted. If you are not following her, go ahead, follow her, because she's very lovely, down to earth, honest. I love watching her get ready with me while I get ready in the morning. So I watched this morning when I was still in bed, but she was talking about, well, very, I think, relevant and real things that happen to us with work, and what do you want to do with work. And she has a baby, so like the balance that is there, you're a mom, your whole life has changed, and within 2 months you have to go back to work. It's just weird. And I said this in my other video, in my other Get Ready With Me, the balance between work and like your private life, it's so off. It's so weird that we're expected to like always be ready to work, and like that is what our life is about, and that's just not what it should be, in my opinion. And so besides all that work drama, if you will, I've also noticed that maybe social media is not really helping my mental health. mental health. It's difficult to talk and do a little bit of a liner, but anyway. So I'm really toying with the idea of in 2025, just don't open social media. Like, YouTube is fine. I feel like YouTube is really sort of my safe haven, because I can just watch whatever I want, whoever I want, and yeah, I think it's a lovely place to be in, honestly. Like, you guys watching my videos and leaving comments, it just always feels so genuine, and I feel very loved and appreciated for what I do, and what I do is just what I love to do, so that feels very good. But Instagram, I just scroll Instagram because I'm bored. Like, I sit on the toilet and I scroll Instagram, and I see all these people, like, oh, they've gone on a holiday, they've got married, they have a baby, they're doing all these fun things, which is of course normal to post on Instagram, because not many people will post like the stupid things that have happened to them, I guess. But I feel like I've been kind of mindless while consuming social media, and also TikTok is a really big thing. I love watching TikTok, and I have found so many fun TikToks, but I just cannot control my scrolling there. Like, I will think that I will watch it for like 15 minutes, and just an hour has gone by and I'm still watching it, and that makes me feel not too good. So I'm thinking I may try to not use TikTok or like social media in general. Like, I have a Facebook, but I'm not really on Facebook. I have an Instagram. I don't post a lot on Instagram, but I do watch like all the stories and things that other people post. I feel like I should just stop that as well, and then see how I feel about that, if that like helps, because I don't know, I'm kind of done with the aimlessly scrolling and checking all of the social medias, and TikTok as well. I cannot really control what I see. Like, there's people that I follow, but then I also see a whole lot of other content, and some of it is very funny and uplifting and lovely, but there's also a lot of heavy things and a lot of real things. Like, those things are happening, but it makes me feel so powerless and so mad that those things are happening, and that I cannot do anything to change them, and like our government and whoever is in charge should be doing things but aren't. It makes me very sad for the most part. Okay, quick break. I've done the same on my lower lash line. So I put some warm brown, then the darker green in the outer part, and then the shimmery green and the shimmery like yellowy green. I don't know. You're not here to look at how great I'm doing my makeup, let's be real, because I'm not that good at it. So anyway, do you have like experience with cutting out social media, and how did you do that? And did it help? Like, for instance, I'm not watching the news anymore, because also I don't feel like watching the news. But when I come home from work and I've already contemplated what it is that I'm actually doing with my life for a good majority of the day. I don't want to turn on the TV and then see bombings and war and people making deals that are just about earning money with, like, they don't care about the normal people. They just care about our money and how to get more of that and quicker. And it's just, I don't want to watch that. I cannot handle that. Like, sure, it is good to know what is going on in the world, but the news, that's not the outlet that I should be watching. I just shouldn't, because then I would definitely slip into a depression and not come out. I'm sure of it. And also, all the news is like regulated, so what they show is what they want you to see. Isn't that like the story? So I don't know anymore. I've just decided a long time ago, watching the news wasn't for me. I'd rather play a video game like Animal Crossing, or I've recently been into Skyrim again. I restarted that. I'm not very good at it, but I just love wandering around Skyrim and finding new places and doing random quests and like straying away from the main quest that involves a lot of fighting and difficult things that I cannot do, but like the side quests, I love doing them. If you've ever played Skyrim, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, it's just a lovely fantasy world where I walk around and there's like castles and villages and caves to explore, and it's just really, I love it. I love doing it. So I'd rather do that than watch the news. And then maybe in 2025 I should just, if I feel the urge to scroll Instagram or TikTok, maybe I should just pick up a book and read some chapters or even a page, whatever. Okay, so I just realized that this story again made no sense at all. Oh, you also cannot see my face while I do my mascara, but that maybe that's for the better, because my face, I was like when I do mascara. So this story was again going all places. I don't know how people do this. How do people do their makeup and tell a cohesive, good story? I don't know. Anyway, if you've seen any of my other Get Ready With Me's, probably you're used to it and you're like, well, this girl will just ramble and slap some makeup on her face and we'll just check it out. It's whatever. I'm gonna use a white pencil to draw my inner corner. Maybe I should sharpen it because it's a little bit red looking and I don't want red inner corners, but white. I cannot live without the white inner corner. Like, people can make fun of me all they want. They can say it's 2000s millennial makeup. It's whatever. I love it. I love doing this white inner corner. And I am a millennial, so I guess they're not wrong. I'm gonna use this shadow from my ColourPop Twilight palette to highlight my inner corner. That's also Pamela's Eyeshadow's shadow. I don't think I'm close to Pam at all, but I'll just keep using it. That was a very... what? A very blue, icy inner corner. Yeah, I think it works. Still no pan. That is a shame, but it's okay. Then for blush, I'm using a shadow from the Beauty Bay Love Notes palette, because this is also in my Panless eyeshadows. And I've been really loving this as a blush. Like, I'm not gonna hit pan on it using it as a blush, but I do enjoy using it. So that is what we're gonna do. And then some highlighter. I should also really wash my brushes, because I think the last time I washed my brushes was in July, right before we went away for a holiday. Yeah, like that. Subtle highlight, I guess. I don't know if that's subtle. I feel like it is. And my story has completely fallen silent, although I don't know what else I was gonna say. It is okay. We have completed the look. This is what it is. Beautiful. Green, gold. I also used a new shampoo today, and I feel like my hair is drying a lot more curly than it normally does. Well, okay, maybe let's not look at this side. I thought this was looking more curly, but I don't know. Okay, I guess this is it. Sorry for this weird, again, a little bit negative story. Should I do lips? Maybe I could do lips. Let's do this lipstick. The nude from the Scooby-Doo collection. I will just use this screen as a mirror. Okay. Ooh, I like that. That's a good combo. Very nice. So yeah, this was a get ready with me. Again, did it make any sense? I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out Gabriella's channel that I will link also. And I will hopefully see you in one of my next videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.